remember the once very popular restaurant chain, oh, my favorite, Steak and Ale. Well, guess what? You are about to hear it here first, that they are coming back. And they are celebrating their comeback and announcing it. We've got Paul Mangiamele. He is the man who is behind it all, and he is behind the revival also of Bennigan's. Welcome back to the show. It's so good to see you.
It is so nice to take a break from bringing these brands back to come over to see three beautiful women.
Well, we thank you for doing that. Now, we were sitting here just reminiscing here for a second about, I remember Steak and Ale being one of the first fancy steakhouses that my parents took me to as a child, and we were talking about the salad bar and the bread and all of that. Tell us about this comeback.
Well, first of all, the stories that you've been telling me all morning talks to the resilience of the brand, the emotional connection that almost everybody has with the brand, and it's the same with Bennigan's. And so when I saw that overwhelming emotional connection, I said, well, we got to bring back Steak and Ale now, because Bennigan's has been so widely received around the world, and we're opening at a clip about one restaurant per month on the Bennigan's side. So Steak and Ale, we've been working on it for the last year and a half, 2 years.
And we're showing kind of a mock-up of kind of what
that's our rendering of the new prototype.
Like.
So it's going to be very hip, very cool, and we're going to take the vestiges of the original Steak and Ale, because I still think that history is important.
Yes.
And
because it was kind of that, I remember, maybe I'm wrong, but as a child, it was kind of a white tablecloth. I remember thinking it was really fancy when my parents would take me there.
Dimmer lighting. When you're 5 years old, of course, you're going to think that.
But you know, it's more fancy than, like, let's say, like an Outback or something like that. It seemed still very buttoned up, and I think that's what people love about it.
Buttoned up, but not stuffy, and that was what was great about it. And of course, it was one of the first casual dining steak restaurants that had a salad bar.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fantastic.
It was legendary.
And we're bringing that back, but we're also going to bring back table service with the old, remember the old Caesar salads that were done tableside?
Yeah.
And, you know, there was a little bit of flair, a little bit of entertainment, great service, which unfortunately is an anomaly today. So I think there's a heartening back to, you know, the art and the science of service, and good food, and good ambiance, good music, and a good time, and a good value for the money. So we have a pretty good market for it.
Is that what you look for, like, just from a business perspective? What does it take to take a brand like that and bring it back from the brink, just like you did with Bennigan's?
Well, you have to study the DNA. And so there's this great entrepreneurial DNA in the franchise side, which is going to be a franchise model for Steak and Ale, but also the DNA of, again, good food. And here was the centerpiece was the steak, and so there's an array of steaks without having to pay so much money like in some of these higher end steak places. I want to bring it to the masses, so we want to really bring it into the casual dining segment.
And understanding your customer, I think, would be.
Exactly. So it can be families again.
Right.
And they can enjoy a great dinner, and they can enjoy a great experience, yet not have to pay so much money for it.
Right. Now, y'all are opening, the first location is going to be in Florida, correct?
The first franchise location will be in Panama City with our existing Bennigan's franchisee, David Hollinger. But here in Dallas, we're going to open up the first corporate store. So what I'm looking for right now, and I have several discussions going on for ground up, so it's not a conversion. It's something we're just going to build so the prototype can be seen around the world from here, from Dallas. And we're looking for side-by-side Bennigan's and Steak and Ale in the Dallas area. So I don't know exactly where yet, because there's a lot of people that want, actually developers that want them. And I think for us to introduce it, we got to have AAA plus.
And this is so exciting, I think, for people that are a fan of the brand and have been a fan of the brand. That dates all the way back to the 1960s, is when the very first Steak and Ale opened.
Almost 50 years.
Wow.
And so the resilience of a great brand is just amazing.
If you need any taste testers, the three of us
we're more
are
than
very
happy to come in.
Well, the Breaking Bad guy, I mean, he's a starving artist, so I think we're going to feed him first, okay?
Let me ask you, are you going to have the loaves of bread, the little hot loaves that y'all had? Because I was in high school, that's where we went before prom and homecoming, as we went to stay. That was like a fancy restaurant, and we would go and partake in all that bread and the salad, and it was divine.
I love it.
If you need us, we'll be there for you.
Absolutely.
We never have problems
No problem.
eating around here. And we're so excited that you chose to come to the broadcast first to announce this really exciting comeback that y'all are doing.
You guys treated me with such great hospitality last time. I had to do it here.
Thank you. We are so excited to see where the first location is going to land. And you guys, if you
I'll just
want
have
more,
to come back.
I know you will. If you want more information about getting involved in the rebirth of a really great restaurant, just go to Steak and Ale Comeback page. It's on Facebook, and they've got close to 20,000 fans already. We've posted a link to that on our site, which is thebroadcasttv.com for you.